Alright, greetings and salutations. It's Goody Folk. I'm your host, coach, and creator of all things soul driven and soul intended. Your spiritual sensei, Brycebits. Um, I'm getting ready to get in a general timeless reading for Gemini, since we are near the end of Gemini season. So if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus is in Gemini or otherwise heavily aspected or placements in your birth chart, this general timeless reading could resonate with you. As always, takes what resonates and what doesn't. So as always, we're going to go ahead and get started with the forecast of energies using my dice, with one on the first dice. Coincidence? I think not. One representing your emotional body, which is how you feel about things that you've experienced or are going through currently, or going as far back as childhood traumas. Also represents coming into leadership, whether that's leadership over your energies, leadership over your life, leadership over your spirituality, or leadership in some type of business endeavor. It also represents new beginnings, starting at 1. Okay. Next up, we have 5, which represents upcoming changes. That's usually for the higher good and expansion of those involved. Okay. And finally, on the third dice, we have 6. 6 represents finding and maintaining balance, whatever that may look like for you. It's important to remember that what my balance looks like may not resemble yours, so on and so forth. So calibrate your balance to your own personal life and not what other people's balance may look like. Reducing 6 to 3 represents finding and maintaining clarity where there once was or is conflict, confusion, chaos, and mess brought on by third-party energy. Okay, with all of those energies combined, we have an overall energy of what is that? 12. 2 plus 1 is 3, coming into clarity where there once was or is conflict, confusion, chaos, and mess brought on by third-party energy. So Gemini, you're now in a time of coming into clarity or seeking clarity, particularly dealing with third-party energy who has been causing some sort of conflict, chaos, and mess in your life at this time or whenever you come across this video. Okay, so as usual with my general timeless readings, we're going to go ahead and start off with 2 rows of 3 principal cards to identify your energy or any other conflicting energy, whether it's karmic energy, third-party energy, or conflicting energy from within, and then we'll move forward to further clarify and identify these energies. Okay. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. Temperance, 4 of Wands, is being balanced within using practicality, logic within your spiritual, intuitive promptings, and creative sparks. Okay, so the first principal card, again, this is Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or otherwise heavily aspected or placements in your birth chart. Okay, first principal card, we have the 9 of Wands in reverse. 9 of Wands speaks to progress. Contentment is being made. Okay, and we're dealing with the spiritual aspects, which includes spirituality, of course, creativity, knowledge, wisdom, communication, and your emotional body. Okay, so with this coming out in reverse, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius energy, this speaks to one of 2 things. This could be progress and contentment being made within these aspects, from the inner work that's being done from within, being 444 was just on the clock, being that this was 9 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, or this could speak to one going in the reverse direction. Instead of making progress and being content, you're in a rather incontent. That's not a word, is it? Incontent. You're not really content, for otherwise the word will come back to my remembrance. So the secondary lower vibrational energy behind the Nine of Wands in reverse is someone who is not in a content state of being, and instead of making progress, one is going in the reverse direction and not making progress. Instead of progressing, you are degressing. Okay, so we know that 9 is a number of rounding the end of a cycle for me in my numerology. When we're rounding the end of a cycle, it's test time. Have you learned the lessons within this cycle? If so, have you applied the lessons? If yes, then you graduate on to a new level, a new beginning. If you've learned the lesson and decided that you want to remain stubborn and stuck in your ways and not apply the lessons learned, or if you haven't learned at all, guess what, bitch? You're repeating the cycle. No graduation, no going on to the next grade. You're going to repeat that cycle. You're going to be the oldest person in that grade level. Why? Because you didn't graduate. You didn't move on to the next grade. You're being held back and you're repeating that grade. And you will continue to repeat that grade until you learn and apply the lessons in order to move on to the next level, the new beginning. Okay? So again, Nine of Wands, progress is being made in the reverse. Either this progress is being made from the inner work that you've been doing, or if you're not progressing, you're degressing. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. Okay? Spiritual aspects, creativity, knowledge, wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. Next up, we have the Queen of Wands. Okay? The High Priestess. Okay? So this coincides with the Nine of Wands in the reverse. You've been receiving intuitive promptings and creative sparks. Again, in regard to the spiritual aspects. So, have you been heeding to the intuitive promptings and creative sparks that you've been getting? And have you been applying that to your spiritual life and aspects? Okay? Again, if yes, we know that we're graduating on to the next level, new cycle, new beginning. If not, we know that we're stagnated, okay? So some of you, Gemini, you have been receiving some intuitive promptings, okay? But have you been applying them, okay? Now, the lower vibrational side of the Queen of Wands, which would be in the reverse energy, would be someone trying to force intuitive promptings or creative sparks. Okay, so they may speak to someone who is, for instance, if you're a writer, you're experiencing writer's block. You're not able to come up with anything to write about or to create in that aspect. And the reason why is 9 times out of 10, you're trying to force the idea instead of resting in your divine feminine energy and allowing the attraction of to be delivered at your feet, so to speak. Okay, so again, we're dealing with the spiritual aspects, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we had the Temperance card, 4 of Wands. Okay, so now in the actual deck, in the top row of the principal cards, we have the 4 of Swords. This is the balancer, which is keeping balance within your work aspects on a soul level. So this is somewhat where Temperance is more so dealing with balance between your spiritual practicality and logical selves with your intuitive and creative promptings. This is speaking to keeping balance on a work in regard to your work professional life on a soul level. So that kind of encompasses Temperance and everything else. Work, mind, body, soul, and spirit. Okay, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. You know that 4 represents, in my numerology, the foundation, space, and energy. So when we think about the foundation, space, and energy, it's the idealisms of what our belief systems are built upon. Not only our belief systems, but how we cultivate and maintain relationships, whether it's on a romantic level, platonic, business, or familial. Okay, reducing 4 to 2 takes us to union, companionship, and partnership energy in all aspects of the word, regardless if it's business, romantic, platonic, or familial. Reducing 2 to 1 takes us right back to what the emotional body. New beginnings, okay, and coming into leadership. Okay, so again, that's the 4 of Swords, the balancer, on a soul level. Okay, on the first principal card on the bottom row, we have the Two of Swords. Okay, so this speaks to. Well, let me just backtrack to the 4 of Swords real quick. So the higher vibrational 1040 was just on the clock. Energy of that is keeping that balance. 1044 was just on the clock. 144, in other words, chosen ones. So the higher vibrational resonance of the 4 of Swords, the balancer, is keeping and maintaining that balance. And the lower vibrational sense of that card in energy is someone who is imbalanced on a soul level. Okay, again, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. We know that Libra is the balancer. Okay, 11:11 on the clock. Okay, Libra energy represents balance, justice, the scales. When you look at Gemini energy, the twins, 1 of 2. 2, that's also a form of balance, of duality, if you will. One way to look at that card of energy. So now going back to the 2 of Swords, the first principal card on the bottom row, we're dealing with the mask. Someone who is presenting themselves in a false manner. Okay, now this could be due to 11:44 on the clock. This could be due to ill-intended reasons, meaning someone is intentionally being fake and phony in order to get one up on you, in order to perpetrate some type of deceptive or manipulative intention. Okay, however, that's not the only energy within the card. Someone could be wearing a mask, presenting themselves in a false manner because they are hiding themselves out of fear of rejection. For example, the DL, or someone who is hiding their true sexual orientation and pretending to be straight when they're actually gay and or bisexual, or whatever end of the spectrum in the LGBT AQ, ABCD, EFG community. Okay, so that's 2 aspects of the card. So this can speak to either someone on the outside of your energy wearing this mask for whatever reason, or on the lower vibrational, or on the flip side rather, this could speak to you being the person who is wearing the mask to other people, or even possibly wearing a mask to yourself. Okay, hiding your true self, not only from others but from self as well. So you want to take that energy how it resonates. Ironically enough, but not ironically, the second principal card at the bottom of the row is the Page of Swords. Okay, this is the finesser, the narcissist energy. So either someone, Gemini, either you're dealing with someone who is a finesser, who is somewhat of Rico Suave 1333 on the clock. So for some of you, that may be it. If you're seeing 333, you may be dealing with someone who is a player, who doesn't quite have the desire to settle down at this time, or someone is flat out a narcissist. Okay, so you must take it as it resonates. So whoever, whether or not they're just a finesser or the narcissist, there's someone who's wearing a mask and not presenting their true selves as they are. Okay, the third principal card on the bottom of the row is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The Seven of Pentacles represents and speaks to financial challenges and hardships. Okay, unfortunate changes within your finance, business, and property aspects. Okay, this is coming out in the reverse, the Seven of Pentacles. So this could be speaking to either you coming out of this energetical field, or coming out of these unfortunate changes, or coming out of being unsettled within your finances. 1441 on the clock, 1444 now on the clock, or these unfortunate changes and challenges within your financial aspects are due because of some decisions and actions being taken from within. So either you are directly the cause of these unfortunate changes and these challenges in your financial aspects, or you're coming out of this energy. Incidentally, this card is coming right under the balancer, keeping balance within your business endeavors and your life on a soul level. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, okay? At the bottom of the deck, reminder, temperance, okay? Using practicality or balancing practicality and logic with your intuitive promptings and creative sparks, okay? So with that said and done, Gemini, we are going to move on to further clarifying some of these energies and seeing what's good and what's going on in the land of Gemini, in the land of twins. Okay, I'll be using my temporary decks until I replace my original ones and get some new ones. The ones I've selected are, oh my god, I cannot wait to get those. Well, I'm looking forward because I'm not impatient, okay? Looking forward to getting them 16 on the clock. So we're going to go ahead and further clarify these energies for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or otherwise heavily aspected, or Gemini placements in your birth chart. Okay, what do we have for Gemini? We have the Six of Wands, the Seeker, in its upright position. So that speaks to high pursuit of spirituality, spiritual aspects and endeavors, creativity, knowledge, wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. Second principle, or second clarifying card, is the Ten of Wands. So we have the Seeker and the Six of Wands. Now we have the Traveler in the Ten of Wands. Okay, so someone could be going on some type of travels, planning, making travel plans, or actually embarking on travel plans. You could be going on some sort of spiritual or creative retreat, or just going on a vacation to get away, to relax, to relieve, to bring more temperance to your spiritual selves, to get more of a balance within a Four of Swords, okay? You could be traveling to get away from this narcissistic punk-ass bullshit energy. You could be getting away to calm your surroundings so that you will be able to hear and receive from your intuitive promptings within the divine feminine energy of the High Priestess here with the Queen of Wands. Or you could be going away again with a spiritual retreat to in regard to the higher pursuit of your spiritual endeavors, okay? So some of y'all definitely are dealing with the narcissist. Third clarifying card is the Page of Swords again, okay? This is, okay, so that came out in the reverse. So that speaks to either possibly self being the narcissist. You, Gemini, are possibly the narcissist for those who fit that bill, or you're getting ready to come out of this narcissistic entanglement or situation, okay? The bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse, the Prisoner. So someone is going to be jailed spiritually or otherwise, okay, for some shenanigans. Definitely justice is coming in with the King of Swords here. Okay, so this a finesser or narcissist could have been targeting your finances. Okay, definitely. So some of you are definitely the narcissist. Okay, I'm looking at the Two of Swords in reverse. Five of Cups, someone could be leaving. Okay, so with these travels, some of you are actually moving. And with the Five of Cups and the Ten of Wands, some of you all could be moving abroad, going clear cut across the country or even overseas to get away from this narcissistic energy. Or some of you, or the narcissist could be escaping, trying to escape, because the King of Swords is showing up here within the deck, meaning justice, the protector, the warriors. So maybe some of the shenanigans of the narcissist have been found out. depending on what this narcissist has done or attempted to do, and the law is on that ass. Okay? So, yeah, there's heavy narcissistic energy, whether it's you or you're being victimized by a narcissist. But someone is definitely being phony as hell and wearing masks, putting on a facade and not showing their true intentions, okay? So we're going to further clarify some of this energy to see what the fuck is really going on, Gemini. Okay? Gemini, some of y'all, okay, them twins could be from within now. Not all Geminis are like that in a lower vibrational sense, but y'all certainly have two sides and two rides. I know I was in a relationship with Gemini for 5.5 years, so I know how y'all get down. And that's not a dig on y'all. Eight of Wands in reverse, the fixed mind, so someone is being stubborn within. Some of you may be receiving these intuitive promptings from the Queen of Wands, High Priestess energy, but you're being stubborn and not wanting to see the narcissist for who he or she is and falling for the mask that they are perpetrating. So you need to go ahead and get into your spirituality and get into this higher pursuit of spirituality and get into confirmation. You need to get into your spirituality and listen to the High Priestess within, because she's trying to tell your ass that you got a narcissist on your neck, but you don't want to listen. You want to see the good. You want to give the person the benefit of the doubt, and sometimes the doubt is the benefit, okay? Stop believing in a bitch that your intuition is warning you against, okay? Coming out, again, is 10 of Wands. Okay, so you could even be dreaming, getting dreams about this person. In your dream state, this person could be revealing themselves to you. If you're seeing 1010, okay, this message is for you. If you've been seeing 1010, that's a hint that this is for you, bitch. Open up your eyes. Okay, you could be receiving intuitive promptings in your conscious time. You could be dreaming dreams about this person, ripping off their mask, or this person trying to do something to you, possibly trying to kill you or maim you or something. Okay, 22:22 on the clock. But you don't want to believe it. Molly, you're in danger, girl. Your intuition and your dreams are trying to tell you, 1010, bitch, you in danger. There's a narcissist in your midst. They fake and phony, but you don't want to believe it. You being stubborn within, but the 8 of Wands in reverse and saying, nah, they wouldn't do it. Yes, bitch, they will. And that's why you digressing. You're degressing. You're not progressing, okay? Because you're being obstinate. You're being stubborn, okay? Within your own self. Others of you might be listening to your intuitive promptings coming in by the High Priestess. Some of you may be adhering to the things that are trying to be revealed to you in your dream state 1010, and you are adhering and listening to those, and because of that you're making progress from listening to your inner intuition. Others of you, that you're going against you're going against the current instead of going with the flow. And this narcissist is on your neck, or either that or you are the narcissist. And take it where it resonates, you know. This is the Fool Apprentice in reverse. So some of y'all being a fool, if you ignore all your intuitive promptings that are coming in your dream state, and it's coming in your conscious moments, and it's you getting those chills in the back of your back, making the hairs stand up, the hairs on your body stand up like you were a cat, like you were feline energy. You being a fool to go against the grain and ignore your intuition. Because again, Molly, you in danger, girl. They finna get you. They plotting something, and they plotting they getaway 1010. They could be siphoning your money right now as we speak. Okay, either that, you the fool, or you the apprentice. The Full Apprentice energy speaks to embarking on new journeys, new beginnings, okay, new self-guided journeys. Or are you actually being a fool? Don't be a fool. That ain't cute. 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck in reverse, speaking to being overly stressed, physically overworked, long-suffering. In reverse, because you causing it, because you are allowing this bullshit bitch ass narcissist or finesser to get the best of you, going against the grain of your intuitive promptings and your dreams. I ain't making it up, it's coming out in the card. So stop being stupid. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, because when you get all these intuitive promptings that's telling you, bitch, something is off, and you still going against your own self to believe in somebody else, that's stupid. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. 7 of Swords in reverse. Expose. The revealer. Okay? So the truth is trying to be exposed from within on a soul level. But some of y'all ignoring it and not trusting it and giving the benefit of that doubt to this bitch ass narcissist. Sometimes, again, the benefit is the doubt. But some of y'all still ignoring this revelation that's coming in your dream state, 1010, that's coming in and telling you, bitch, you in danger. Narcissists, they fake, they phony. Stop being a fool, bitch. They taking your money. I can't make it up, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. 10 of Wands in reverse. Y'all are definitely, that's 10-10, 3 10s, 10-10-10. That's completion. I feel like they're trying to end you. Completion. 10 is the number of completion. And we saw that the 7 of Wands, the prisoner, the King of Swords, they're possibly trying to end you. If you just going around mauling you in danger, girl, I'm not saying that for no reason. That's what I keep hearing. I keep hearing Whoopi Goldberg, 9 of Wands in reverse again. You digressing because you're not listening to your intuitive promptings. You're not paying attention to your dreams. Ace of Swords in reverse. A death. But this is more so of a spiritual death. When the Ace of Swords comes out, this is a transformation. Okay? So now's the time to transform from being victimized into being the warrior of your life. It's coming out in the reverse because some of you all, you're not listening to your intuitive promptings. 10 of Cups in reverse. 10 of Cups is wish fulfillment. You lose now on your wish fulfillment because you're allowing this bitch ass narcissist to get the best of you. Other of you, the Ace of Swords is coming out in the reverse because you are transforming. You are listening to your intuitive promptings and you getting ready to get the fuck on because you ain't got time. Okay, you're starting to realize your self-worth, and kudos to you. Okay, because the narcissist ain't about nothing but playing mind games. You can't make this shit up. You know? Page of Pentacles. Y'all anxious as fuck. This narcissist is jealous and envious of you for whatever reason. 8 of Swords. The workaholic. You might be overworking your stress, overworking yourself, hands in too many baskets at one time on a soul level, trying to compensate for all these unfortunate things going on with your finance, business endeavors, these unfortunate changes because you're dealing with this, but you being a fool, you're dealing with this bitch ass narcissist. Probably trying to take you for all you got. But you ain't paying attention to that. You're so in love. Page of Swords coming out again to fight the narcissist. This ain't gonna be no long video because I'm finna cut this shit short. 10 of Swords, you in the dark night of the soul. Completion. That's 4 10s on the motherfucking board, bitch. Choice is up to you. Are you gonna be the fool or are you gonna be the apprentice? Because you could definitely, some of y'all, a lot of you all are definitely dealing with the narcissist if you are not the narcissist yourself. Take it where it resonates. This ain't finna be no long video because I ain't got time to draw out this message. This really is cut. It's clean cut. Phoenix rising from the ashes. Are you gonna be? Some of you all are gonna get into your Phoenix energy and rise from the ashes from this bullshit. Possessed. Some of you all in reverse. Possessed. You are the narcissist. Some of you Gemini. Gypsy. Reverse. Can't be settled. Gypsy moving around. Genetics. In reverse. Some of you all inherited your narcissistic ways from your family. And So some of you Gemini, you definitely are the narcissist. I ain't got time to sugarcoat it. That's why you keep moving around, gypsy, from one source of supply to another, to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. Possessed with that narcissistic energy. Still I rise, though, for those of you who are being victimized by the narcissist. Still I rise, the phoenix rising. For some of you all that are being victimized, it's important to forgive, be the forgiver, and get into your forgiveness. Okay? Addictive personality. Most narcissists have addictive personalities, or you could be addicted to the narcissist, because they can be quite alluring and seductive. I've dealt with many narcissists in my life. It's time to break those chains, though. Release yourself. Release yourself. It's time to be free. I'm going to pick 2 more cards. Some of this was revealed on a full moon. Set your intentions on a new moon, bitch. Set your intentions. Release yourself from this shit. They say pull 2 more cards, and I'm going to do that. 2 more cards, bitch. Get your head out your ass in the reverse. For those of you who are not listening to your intuitive promptings, get your head up out your ass. It's time to square and beat it, bitch. And the other one, in reverse, you're pissing in the wind and it's flying back at you. This came out in the reverse. So those are the ones who are ignoring your own intuitive prompting. Bitch, you're pissing in the wind and it's flying back at you. Bitch, essentially, you peeing on yourself. Okay? That's it. Either you are the narcissist or you're being victimized by the narcissist and you are ignoring your intuitive promptings, telling you, Molly, you in danger, girl. While a small few of you all are adhering to your intuitive promptings and you're scared, beating, getting the fuck out of here. But the majority of you all are not. Either you are the narcissist or you're refusing to believe. Some of y'all, again, you're refusing to believe. That was confirmation right there. Can't make this shit up. Some of this shit was revealed on the full moon, but you still don't want to believe. Set your intentions to get up out of that thing. Some of y'all may only have until the full moon. The full moon is what, June 28th, I believe, the next new moon. Some of you all only have until the new moon to set your intentions and get the fuck up out of there. Well, it might be too late. Plain and simple. I ain't finna drag this shit out no further because it is what it is. There was a very clear-cut, concise message. Either you are the narcissist or you ain't. Either you are adhering to your intuitive promptings, which only a small few of you are. It's time to get your head up out your ass, bitch, and stop pissing in the wind because it's flying back at you. On that note, I'm out. I ain't finna draw this shit out any further. Gemini, your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or otherwise heavily aspected, or Gemini placements in your birth chart, you want to go ahead and schedule and book your personal intuitive reading, coaching session, virtual Reiki session, or if you want to enroll in one of my online coaching courses that do deal with narcissists, empaths, narcissists, and the flying monkeys. All of that shit is in the information box, description box below, down below. If you want to donate to Soul Driven, Soul Intended, or Spiritually Logic, my Cash App, my Venmo, my PayPal, all that shit is down there, okay? Make it do what it do. Until next time, Gemini, get your shit together. On either end of the spectrum, if you is or if you ain't, okay? I love y'all, though.